Good afternoon. Today I'm taking a look at Port Brewing Company's board meeting. It's a coffee brown ale with cacao nibs. It's 8% alcohol by volume. I had created a video and I was done, and I was going to tell you about the fresh date on the bottom of the can, except that my video recorder crashed. So here we are in take two. This beer is delicious. So when I poured it originally, I poured it kind of aggressively, and I had a big head going on, but now it has settled down, which is nice. So the head on this dissipates nice and quick, and the aroma is heavy on the coffee and the chocolate. It's a little bit sweet when you drink it, even though it doesn't taste sweet. It's like sweet on your lips. I feel like it's a really nice combination of beer and chocolate and coffee. And it reminds me a lot of drinking a can of coffee, like a Starbucks double shot or a cold brew in a can or whatever. My first taste of this beer was very metallic, but that I haven't tasted that metallic flavor in subsequent drinks. And so sometimes I can't tell if that's the style of beer or the fact that it's in a can and it tastes like a can. But, arguably that's not a thing anymore, because we wouldn't have gone back to beer cans if it so drastically changed the flavor of the beer. So this is a delightful beer, and at 8% alcohol by volume, it doesn't have an alcohol flavor to it. Really, it's just very much like having a cold brew coffee. And although cold brew sometimes tastes herbally and tea-like to me, so it's very much like having iced coffee, let's call it. And it is delicious and very well balanced. It has a little bit of a warming in the belly, but I would expect that at 8%. This is a pretty serious beer. And let me see. Oh, the Freshness Date. So I really like it when beers come with Freshness Dates. However, since I've already opened this, I can't really give you a good view of it, but it says on the bottom here that it's freshest by 8/3/19, and unfortunately it is November 22nd right now. So I bought this beer on October 25th, I think. And so it had already been 2 months past its sell-by date. So shame on you, Bevmo, Walnut Creek, or Pleasant Hill, whatever that intersection is at that particular moment, for not pulling that beer. Also, I never look until I'm opening it, and honestly, I'm not going to drive it back over there and complain about it after the fact. That seems futile. So it would be great if the vendors and retailers, etc., would check and monitor the stock that's on the shelves and not sell people beer that passed its best fresh by date, because that does affect the quality of the beer, the flavor of the beer, and the experience of the beer. And people get mad at the brewers and not necessarily at the retailers. And that's a big thing. But here we are. This is still a very good, very drinkable beer. I love the title. It reminds me of I think there's a couple of them, but there's a bar in Concord near me called The Office, and so then of course you can be like, oh, I'm at the office, and so right now I am in a board meeting. So anyway, this beer is great. I think it is a delightful balance of coffee flavor and chocolate flavor, the chocolatiness not even contributing a sweetness, which I appreciate in a beer, and then a very delightful brown ale as a backbone. And I feel like brown ales are very delicate, and so a lot of the flavor in this particular beer is going to the coffee and to the chocolate, but very well balanced, very drinkable, and delicious, even though I'm drinking it almost 3 months past its date. So anyway, 4 months, whatever. Anyway, so there you have it. Is this a beer that you've had? If so, share with me your thoughts. I would love to hear. And thank you so much for watching.